The World!
NTJJG game. NTJJG game is one of the first antique JoJo games that exist on Roblox. Well, this game is now dead, but there are a few reasons for its death. I'm going to talk about NTJJG game history, and why this game died. So let's move for the first subject. One of the main reasons NTJJG game crashed into the bottom of no players, and that is the games. The gang is one of the main reasons why N slowly lost players, and let me explain. When you join the game, you will typically fight someone one-on-one, expecting the enemy to fight back as usual. But that wasn't the case, because when you dared to touch someone who was in any gang, you would get into a situation that you will now face 7 people jumping on you out of nowhere, because you just annoyed someone randomly in N. Gangs were so out of control they lead to massacre because they even had gang wars in between them, making the gangless players who just went into the game to have a fair one-on-one to suffer from toxic players, leading to players leave this game behind and never come back. The combat in NTJJG game was always fun for most of the players. Most of it is because of the PvP uniqueness NTJJG game had. But there was a problem with the balance. If you played page 3 characters, you had the advantage to win in every fight in NTJJG game. But let's dedicate. Let's take for example skilled Evans Door player. If the Evans Door user fought an unskilled spec user, the power level between them will decrease to 50%, and that is because most of the stands couldn't stand a chance against a spec user, like Young Joseph and Vampire, but that is just a minor issue, it didn't damage N that much. Game strategy is not really a common subject, though it is related to N. Have you ever wondered why YBA and AUT are successfully getting consistent players? They give more than one purpose to the player. I will explain. When you join N, you have only one purpose: picking a stand and fight. That's all. In AUT and YBA you can choose multiple purposes like obtaining skins, fighting bosses, doing some storyline, and even using items in order to obtain specific stands. Those game strategies give the player more than one purpose and making the player stay for more, but N does not have any. Now, don't get me wrong, I can only imagine how hard it is to script a Roblox game, but I think that if N had given more than one purpose to the player, it will be more successful than how it is now. Now for our last subject, how N really died. Yes, the gangs and the game strategy played a part of ruining N, but not entirely. Last video I didn't explain myself properly, so now I will explain why N really died. Basically, when N slowly lost players because of the existence of the gangs, N slowly stopped updating because the map creator of N, who was in the middle of working on the map, decided to stop working on the map. I don't know the reason, but that happened. But at that time, N had no players and Sickle had no revenue, so he decided to join a group of builders focusing on another game called Peroxide. Sickle abandoned N and left it to be with only 200 players. Everyone left: Sickle, the map creator, the other YouTubers, the community, even the gangs left. And I have one final message, just to make sure you will stop asking me. Rest in peace, and the JoJo game.